can you see on the camera how much it's hooping down the rain? It's 11 days since we've sown 150 acres of wheat, and it's rained every day bar one. So was it a complete waste of time? Possibly. We'll keep an eye on it anyway and keep our fingers crossed still, but no field work today. Day in the yard looking for things to do, I think, really. Some repairs to do on a few bits of machinery. Finish a service off on the Merlot that we were doing yesterday. What a joke. I'm going to borrow some lights off Bill and Joe, so I'm just going to go and drop them back off. They're doing inside jobs as well today. And that tractor smells of muck now because it's been working in muck. Oh yeah, the noise you can hear in the background is ABF delivering a load of liquid fertilizer with some sulphur in it. Who knows when we'll get that on. T&J have just come for a load of OSR. And you can hear how much it's raining by the wipers. Just had a meeting at Bill's with Ava, is it, Fertilizer? And different things for putting on crops to make them grow a bit quicker, hopefully. Because then we're going to have to get stuff growing quick in the spring. And also checking out if your seed cleaner is ready to go so that we can put some spring barley through it this afternoon. That's the plan. While it's wet, I think we've had 6 mil of rain now. Have a quick look at the OSR. It's just starting to flower at one side of the field, not quite the other side where the pigeons have had it. But yeah, get a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, so look quite healthy plants, which is good. But I think they'd benefit more with a bit of sunshine rather than rain. Wheat next to it, nice colour of green, but very bare and patchy on the heavier bits of the field. Just needs to stop raining. You're going a bit grey there, Morgan. Have you you've been cutting bricks? Bit of a shed update anyway. That's getting bricked up and there's going to be a small door there. That's now getting filled in. Rich is obviously flat out at the moment. Yeah, we're going to bridge that bit to the top. Is bridge the right word, or just infill? Infill that to the top. Keep meaning to press the button to order the windows. Just completely keep forgetting. Get them in. Get that filled in round there. Get that up to there. And then we can paint this inside. Paint the block work, paint the floor. And it should be relatively dust proof. Get some lights in. Get some insulation in. Get the plasterboardy stuff for the roof. And then work our way along. But what we might do is do that end first so that we can empty all the merch boxes out of there into here. And then concentrate on this room next, because this is where the Weybridge printer and everything's going. Get this one sorted, and then we can fall back onto all the others and start doing what's going to be the brew room. And then there's obviously the offices upstairs to do. The new toilets are going here. Them steps are moving along a little bit so that there's more room upstairs. But yeah, Richard's been building a shed for someone for the last month or 6 weeks, so not been much happening. And Morgan looks like he's fell over in a bag of flour.
You seen that new washing machine?
Yeah, where did that washing machine come from?
If you look really hard, it comes inclusive of another man's undies. There's undies in there.
Where did it come from?
One of the lads, Mickey's lads, gave it to us.
All right, so we've got a washing machine now. I don't know where we're going to put it. Oh, we can put it in the brew room, can't we?
Another man's undies outside.
It might be your size.
Hope so.
Yeah, you've had them on for a week. Yesterday it was 16 degrees. Ian was wearing a t-shirt. Today I've got my hood up because I can't find my hat. I'll have to go and find a hat. It's cold. This needs a good wash. Can't even see it's got red wheels. Trail on the back ready for carting some muck. We were going to clean that barley today. Agri reso. I actually could have come on Tuesday now and put it through their one, because there's a bit of faffing about taking it backwards and forwards to Bill's, because they've got to rewire some and move an elevator, and they're going to put some of their own through and stuff. And I just spoke to Riso when they were in the area, and then we do it with that. We'll probably put it straight into bags, because when we go sowing, we're going to be sowing urea down the spout with the spring barley. Because I'll show you actually the difference. This, not all, but some of these white bags isn't abated urea. Some of it's abated, and then everything in the green bag's abated. So that basically means it's got a coating on it to stop it volatilizing. Now, unless the soil temperature's over 60 degrees, it doesn't. But in the wisdom, is it DEFRA? Not DEFRA? Who would it be? The powers that be in government have suddenly decided that you get ammonia emissions out of urea fertilizer if it's too warmer weather. And from the 31st of March, you're not allowed to spread that unless it's abated. Well, I think I've got some that I won't get on before the end of the month. But if I drill it, so actually I put it into the soil with the drill, at the time we're sowing the barley, we're okay. So that means that when we're sowing barley, rather than filling the drill with the bucket with the seed snout on, we'll need a telehandler there and the spiky thing, I can't even speak, the bag lifter to put these bags in. So we may as well put the barley in bags. So we just lift 2 bags of barley in, 2 bags of fertilizer in, or 4 or whatever, when we fill up, rather than having to keep swapping attachments. So that's another reason why if we get Riso here, clean it, put it in the bags, then we just load the trailer up, half barley, half urea, go drilling for the day when it eventually dries up. But when you look at the weather, which hopefully you can see going here now, other than tomorrow and the day after, it's wet for 10 days again, taking us right into April. Now, last year it was pretty much March, February was dry, March was awful, April came dry, May, June never rained, had no yield. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we seem to be getting the rain at the wrong time of year. The chipper, I'm waffling now actually, aren't I? But the chipper is here because the bracket on that motor had cracked a while ago, and we'd made a plate to hold it on, the same as the other one must have done before we bought it, and it's it'd come loose. So Rob's took the bracket off today and changed the oil in the gearbox as well and modified it to make it so it's not loose. So that's here now by the jet wash, because it ended up with oil everywhere when he was changing it. So get that going again tomorrow and get some chipping done, because we've not really got a lot of chip on the yard. Anyway, I need to go and find a telehandler and take some straw up to the horses, because they've used the bale of straw already because it's wet, and yeah, they can't go out yet. So I'll shoot up now with the bale spike, which is on handy, and we'll do that. I can find the key for this. As you can see by how wet the yard is, we've had 9.5 mil now since last night. Actually, when Rob came in on the quad track last night, it was starting to rain. So we'll go and have a quick look before we move that straw, how well it works taking the rain. Yeah, so this is what we worked yesterday afternoon with the quad track, just as it was going dark. It's took the rain really well. It doesn't look silver, it doesn't look puddled. The only bit that does is the wheel marks in the gateway where the machine's folded up and pulled out. Now, if you imagine, we spread muck on this yesterday, so there was wheel marks all over it that would look like that with water laying them. But because we managed to loosen it before it rained, it looks okay. If we get some sun out and a bit of wind on that, hopefully we can get straight into it. This one's going to be beans. Just for an instance there, this is some winter barley across the track from it that has basically rotted on the headlands, proper panned and puddled. Far side of the field has got a bit of green to it, but we're going to have to patch up this corner certainly. But you can just see how compacted it must be in the top surface, that rain that's come overnight, that 9.5 mil or whatever it was, has just sat there on the top really. This is the wheat behind the yard, and it's definitely got all the fertilizer now, nice bottle green and growing away nicely apart from where the flood was. But you can just about see it coming up where we patched up the other week. Yeah, we've got some green rows there coming up. Not sure why it seems to have missed one there though. It seems to have missed every other one. Wonder if it was the drill not quite level on the tractor. No, it wouldn't work like that, because yeah, I don't know what's gone on there. I was going to say, because like sometimes you've got a bank of discs and a bank of discs, or like the claim that's got the tines front and back. And if you've got the angle wrong, it'll put some deeper than some shallower. But it's not on this, it's a disc drill. I don't understand that. But yeah, that row's there, that one's not, that row's there, that one's not, and that row's there. Yeah, that's a bit confusing that. We'll give it a few days and see what happens. But at least there is some signs of life. This bit of the field though, yeah, coming up in the rows. That'll do. Still a bit of slug damage there though. Get a few more days of that sort of 16 degrees weather and it mightn't be so bad. Just take this bale of straw across the road now and then show you. 936 in the drainer, sat there waiting for it to be even dry enough to drain. They also, as well as sheep, so the other day they got moved across and I expected them to be all skipping around and jumping. Well, they weren't, but Amanda got a video of them doing that before, so I'll show you that. Just moved the straw and come to look at this field of wheat. So it was drilled in October, completely flooded, still a flood here now, rotted the seed. Anyway, we re-drilled it the other Saturday, so just over 10 days ago. Look at that now, we've got green shoots, so that means it has not rotted away. So hopefully, there's one there as well that was just scratted down to, no shoot on it, but it's got a root on it. So hopefully that skyfall is going to come to something. See it there now, there's something that's chewed that off though, hasn't it? That'll be a slug. But yeah, we've got, just snapped it off, yeah, just coming up. So that's made me a bit happier. And also, although it has had about an inch of rain since it was drilled, it's not puddling because we left it so raw after that top down, so it could take the water really. Will only be a matter of time where it won't take the water anymore, but hopefully some dry weather will come. In fact, all I've done today is moan about the weather, isn't it? Sorry. This is where we put that drain the other day. It's going to be a while before that's dry enough to do any more drainage, and dry enough to sow with barley though, isn't it? Dead quick birthday bumper. We've got an anonymous on there. We've got a Roger Ball who's 82. Ollie Brevis, is it? I'm not sure how he pronounces it, 21. Ripper Evans is 40. Sam Widows, remember Sam? Used to work here, he's on there. Robin Williams. I don't know how you pronounce that. Martin is 9. Lynn Holmes is 47. Joe East. I don't know how you pronounce that either, sorry. Yes, East. And Vicky Walsh, Simply Beautiful Honey, is 21 again. So happy birthday, everyone on there. Now we're up to £62,647. And if it's not your birthday, if you're not on it and it is your birthday, happy birthday. Anyway, that's about all for today. You can hear Richard cleaning out the mixer. Light's now fading. So that's all for today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a bit more work done other than agronomy meetings and the likes, and maybe get some tractors doing something as well. So thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.